Game 2 here from Cadwell Park. Travis Crins with you on AM 1490 KORN. Stolen base for Michael Lusk. Michael Lusk, first pitch swinging, lined it into left for a single. Carson Cheddar tried to bunt him over to first or to second, but bunted it to the pitcher, Jackson Sadler, for out number 1. Peyton Zabel up. Foul territory, third base side. Nice catch by the shortstop, Drew Kitchens. Quickly out number 2. 4 pitches in, 2 outs already for Jackson Sadler. Should say he's retired Garrett Stout and Carter Cheddar. Travis Crins here on KORNradio.com. Streaming on YouTube here for game 2. Peyton Zabel up, right-handed hitter. Gets the start in center field. Strike 1 from Jackson Sadler. Pierre lineup at 8-5 on the season. Michael Lusk, he led off. Third baseman, single to left. Carter Cheddar popped up to the pitcher. He's batting second and is at second base. Garrett Stout, your shortstop. He popped out to foul territory to the shortstop Kitchens for out 2. Peyton Zabel up now with Gray Zabel, first baseman, on deck. Matthew Lusk hitting 6th for Pierre, the left fielder. Cade Hinkle, the catcher, batting 7th. Kobe Carr batting 8th in right field. And McGuire Rasky, your pitcher, hitting 9th. He'll hit for himself here in game number 2. It's a 2-2 count to Peyton Zabel. Pierre won game 1 6-5. Pierre was ahead 6-1 in the bottom of the 5th inning. Mitchell came back with 3 runs in the 6th. Make that 3 runs in the 5th. 1 run in the 7th. Kept that potential tying run at 3rd. The winning run stranded at second base. Carter Max, he struck out with runners at 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs. So Pierre at 8-5, Mitchell at 6-7. 3-2 count, 2 outs to Peyton Zabel. Zabel checks his swing. He goes through, though. Barely gets a piece of it. And we'll do it again at 3-2. Good battle here. So after quickly retiring 2 of the first 3 batters on only 4 pitches, Sadler in a battle here with Peyton Zabel. This one well inside, nearly hits Zabel. He turns away from it. And it's a bases, let's see, a 3-2 walk to Peyton Zabel. Zabel at first. Michael Lusk at second. Now here's Gray Zabel, younger brother of Peyton, the first baseman. Pitch is high for ball 1. Travis Crins here at Cadwell Park. Beautiful afternoon, 77 degrees, hardly a cloud in the sky. Barely a breeze out there as well. 1-0 count to the younger Zabel. This one way outside, 2-0. Numbers on the season for Jackson Sadler. 10 innings pitched. This will be his 2nd start, 3rd appearance overall. He's given up 13 hits, 8 runs, 5 of them earned. Does have 6 strikeouts and 4 walks in those 10 innings with a 3.5 ERA. Those are the numbers for Jackson Sadler. 2-1 the count. This one inside, 3-1 to Gray Zabel. So the Zabel brothers trying to get back-to-back walks here. That would load the bases earlier here in this first inning. 3-1 count. This one high and inside. Back-to-back walks to the Zabel brothers for Jackson Sadler. Bases loaded here in this first inning. Matthew Lusk now up. So it's all about the Zabels and the Lusks. Michael Lusk at 3rd. Peyton Zabel at 2nd. Gray Zabel at 1st. And Matthew Lusk trying to get his brother in from 3rd. for the game's first run. Matthew Lusk, first pitch to him is high for ball one. So Jackson Sadler wild early on. Nine balls to 9 strikes thus far. Pitch high and outside as well, 2-0. 20th pitch of the inning already coming up here for Jackson Sadler. Nowhere to put Matthew Lusk. Right-handed hitting left fielder for Pierre. 2-0 count. Need a strike here. Not going to get it. High as well. 3-0. Errors were the problem for Mitchell in that first game. 6 errors. Only one of the 6 runs for Mitchell or for Pierre was earned. 3-0 pitch. Wow, a pitch high. They called the strike. Should have been a ball, but it's 3-1. Give Sadler the benefit there. Give him another chance at 3-1. Another high strike. 3-2. Umpiring not good in that first game. Not good here in the second. 3-2 pitch. This one up high. Fouled into the seats. So Sadler down in the count. 3-0. Couple of high strikes. Some generous calls. Gets him back here at 3-2. So one pitch away from getting out of this inning. Matthew Lusk. He'll pop this up. Behind the catcher. Catcher, first baseman, pitcher takes a look at it. A foul ball catch there that was not. Jackson Sadler had hit off of his glove. It's a foul ball. You've got runners for Pierre coming in. It was a foul ball. Zabel's coming in, wondering what's going on. It was a foul ball, so. So again, another 3-2 pitch coming up. Could have been, again, should have been an out. 3-2 pitch. They'll pick off the runner at second. They got him. Look at that. They pick off Peyton Zabel at second base. They didn't expect that. I know I didn't expect that. Couple of walks. They lead off single. Pierre. They leave runners at first and third after Peyton Zabel is picked off at second base by Jackson Sadler. Matthew Lusk. He'll get another chance at it in the second inning. He had a 3-2 count with the bases loaded. At the end of a half inning, Pierre 0, Mitchell coming to bat. Cadwell Park, the location this afternoon. Game 2 between Pierre and Mitchell on KORNradio.com.
Wherever life takes you, stay connected to your finances. And at First Dakota National Bank, you can do just that. This is Dana Bird, personal banker at First Dakota. Stay connected with any of our First Dakota checking accounts, along with internet banking, e-mobile banking, mobile deposit, text banking, e-statements, and e-bill pay. Anywhere your mobile device goes, your banking can too. Go to firstdakota.com today to learn how you can stay connected. First Dakota. Come experience the difference. Member FDIC.
At Culver's, we cook our butter burgers pretty much the same as you would at home. Only our 3-cut blend of
First
fresh
Dakota.
Midwest beef
Come
will
experience
do.
the difference.
Then you'll need to master our signature press and sear technique. You may want to practice a few thousand times. Add real Wisconsin cheese, top with a lightly buttered toasted bun, and serve yourself with a big warm smile.
Better yet, come to Culver's and leave the whole cook-to-order butter burger thing to us. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, 1015 Cabela Drive in Mitchell.
0 on the board for Pierre in that top of the first inning. Travis Krins here this afternoon on KORNradio.com, streaming live on YouTube. Mitchell, 6-7 on the season. They will see McGuire Rasky. Rasky, a very good pitcher. Young one as well, only a sophomore, I believe. Jackson Sadler, pitcher, will lead off. Peyton Nash bats second and will be in left field. Briggs Havlick bats third and in center. Drew Kitchens, the shortstop, bats fourth. Austin Kerr at third will bat fifth. Carter Max batting sixth, gets the start at first. Jared Miller in right, batting seventh. Calvin Haig in the eighth spot, batting and the second baseman spot. And Drew Bollinger, catcher, batting ninth. 1-1 pitch is outside. pitcher to pitcher. There's Jackson Sadler. 2-1. Lefty. This one fouled straight back at 2-2. And Stout, let's see. Rasky, very young, but very, very good. 2-2 pitch, a little high. And outside, 3-2. Full count pitch. Strike 3 is the call, so Sadler goes down on strikes. He was walking to first, thought it was a little inside, but home plate umpire disagreed. Jackson Sadler down on strikes. That'll bring up the left fielder, Peyton Nash. First pitch is inside to the left-handed hitting Peyton Nash. Strike is called. 1-1. Peyton Nash swings at a fastball high. 1-2 the count. Runs may be few and far between here for Mitchell with Rasky on the mound, a lefty. This one swinging a miss on a fastball high as well. Peyton Nash swings at a couple pitches high in the zone. Back-to-back strikeouts here for Rasky. Here's Briggs Havlick. Had a double in game one. Came around to score. Swing and a miss. 3 straight swings and misses here for McGuire Rasky. Saw him last year as a freshman. Very good pitcher as a freshman. And he's got 3 years to go. Breaking ball outside, 1-1. Green uniform, gray sleeves for Pierre. Gray pants. Strike is called at 1-2. Defense for Pierre. They have Michael Lusk at third. Garrett Stout at short. Carter Cheddar at second. And Gray Zabel at first. Pitch outside. Strike 3 is the call. It's going to be a tough afternoon here in game 2 for Mitchell. Strike out the side. McGuire, Rasky, 3 up, 3 down. Scoreless after 1. Travis Grins here at Cadwell Park on KORNradio.com.
Coaches, parents, and athletes. Does a sports-related injury have you or your athlete sidelined and struggling to get back in the game? Dakota Physical Therapy specializes in sports injury rehabilitation, and we take pride in returning our athletes to the field, ready for action and better equipped to resist re-injury in the future. Regardless of the sport or type of injury, Dakota Physical Therapy has a specialized rehab program designed to meet your needs. Give us a call at 996-4778 or stop by our clinic and begin your way back to action today.
Here at Davison County Implement, we rely on our machinery to give yesterday and today's farmers what they need. It not only takes a team, but the right team to keep our customers happy and to keep operations moving smoothly. That is why we are your dealer of choice. Davison County Implement, a division of C&B Operations, along with the Fred Harsh stores of Freeman, Yankton, and Wagner, are proud supporters of high school athletics and academics.
Your mouth. It's your most important asset. Why not make Fuchs Orthodontics your most important ally? You use it to eat, drink, and communicate with others. You need an expert to care for it. This is Dr. Rick Fuchs at Fuchs Orthodontics, and we pride ourselves in being a patient-centered orthodontic practice. Call our Mitchell office at 996-5442 or our Huron office at 352-1670 today. Fuchs Orthodontics, the best care for the best patients.
Matthew Lusk up again here. He ended that bottom of the first inning as Zabel, he was picked off a second on a 3-2 count. So 1-1 count here. This smashed into center field. Center fielder Havlick going for it over his head. Center fielder Havlick always plays shallow. That'll be an extra base hit. He's going for 3. Play at third. It's going to be close. They got him. Mark it down as a double for Matthew Lusk. But he was thrown out, relay into third. Extra base there for Matthew Lusk. Could have stayed at second. Close play. Good defense and a relay for Mitchell to start off this top of the second inning. So Pierre, bases loaded with 2 outs, nobody scores. A top of the inning double, tried to stretch it into a triple. Here's the catcher, Cade Hinkle. 1-1 the count. Hinkle, a lefty. This one outside, 2-1. Hinkle, he got the start in game 1, also gets the start here in game number 2. 2-1 is fouled off. Left side, a foul ball. That'll be out of play. 2-2 the count. Travis Krins here this afternoon. We are on YouTube streaming Mitchell and Pierre game 2. Expect online content here. All online streaming games should be through this medium here, YouTube, from now on. 2-2 count. This one fouled off again, third base side at 2-2. Again, next contest here on the air will be at Yankton on Friday night. Clinton Greenway will have that game on FM 101.3 and AM 1490 KORN. Another 2-2 count to Hinkle. This one inside, another full count with 1 out. I'll be back on Saturday afternoon, 1 o'clock in Watertown. Mitchell in Watertown, 1 o'clock for a single game. And that game will be here on YouTube, online streaming only. Again, you can get this via YouTube or also check it out on our website, KORNradio.com, and check out the YouTube link there. Full count walk for Cade Hinkle. So Hinkle is on first with 1 out and brings up right fielder Kobe Carr. Only 2 of the first 7 hitters for Pierre have been retired, but Pierre still with no runs. Fastball, high, ball 1. Well, Jackson struggled in that first inning with a couple of walks, ends up walking Hinkle right here. And he's down 1-0 to Carr. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Defensively for Mitchell, they struggled game 2 Tuesday night against O'Gorman with 5 errors. Lost that game 11-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2, 1-2. And Mitchell had 6 errors against Pierre in game 1 this afternoon. Only ended up losing that one 6-5. 1-2 pitch from Sadler. This one pulled foul, left field side. Good wood on that one. Well in front of it, so we'll do it again at 1-2. Pitcher McGuire Rasky, he'll bat for himself here in game 2. So no DH for either side here in game number 2. Another 1-2 in the dirt. Don't need, well, there you go. A strike him out, throw him out. Runner, it was in the dirt. Strike 3. And the runner, Hinkle, for some reason, decided to try for second. But the catcher, Bollinger, easily throws him out. So some weird half innings here for Pierre. They get a double, they get a walk, but nobody scores. Pierre, Mitchell tied at 1 here. Going to the bottom of the second. Interesting game 2 here on KORNradio.com.
This is Austin Iverson with Iverson Auto, and we've been proud to serve Mitchell, Huron, and the surrounding communities for the past 70 years. Being a supporting partner to our area's towns, organizations, and athletic teams means a lot to the staff at Iverson Auto. We are proud of the area's teams and wish their continued success. When it comes time for your next new vehicle, stop in at any of the Iverson Auto locations and experience our Mark of Distinction award-winning customer service. Let us make car buying enjoyable for you again. View our huge new and pre-owned inventory at iversonauto.com.
This is Corey Wegahop, pharmacist at Lewis Family Drug. We know what it's like to be busy, but keeping track of your family's prescriptions, refills, and profiles is easy by downloading the free Lewis Drug mobile app. We also offer a variety of immunizations as well as medication consultations at any time. We're open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Lewis Family Drug. Get in, get out, get better.
Where your first stop is Lewis, it's easy every day.
At MJ Aviation, they understand the hard work and dedication it takes to make any agricultural operation successful and know that many pass on from generation to generation. That's why MJ Aviation recognizes and supports every player and coach in athletics. It takes dedication and teamwork for success, the same dedication needed to run farm operations. MJ Aviation, helping your operation take flight.
0-0 Mitchell half of the second. They struck out the top of the first inning there. McGuire Rasky struck out Jackson Sadler, Peyton Nash, Briggs Havlick, 1-2-3 in that first inning. He'll face Drew Kitchens here in the bottom of the second. Couple of pitches outside. 2-0 the count. Austin Kerr is on deck, third baseman. This one, high fly ball, deep left field. Left fielder going back at it. Matt Lux tracking. That'll be a fair ball just inside the line. That ball hung up there for quite some time, was well hit and was deep to left field. Matt Lust kept running, came a glove short of it. Drew Kitchens with a leadoff double on a high fly ball to deep left field. Left field is 340. That one hit about 300, 310 or so. Drew Kitchens leadoff double. Here's Austin Kerr. Pitch outside, 1-0. So after not being able to touch Rasky in that first inning, Kitchens leadoff double. This one swing and a miss, strike one. Carter Max, first baseman on deck. Jared Miller in right field. He would bat fourth this inning. 1-1 pitch, lefty versus righty. Strike is called, 1-2. What makes Rasky good? Well, he's got a good fastball. Tough to catch up with. Plenty of swing and misses thus far for Mitchell. 1-2, no outs. Mitchell trying to strike first. Pitch is low, 2-2. Taken low by Austin Kerr. Again, the theme for Pierre this season has been splitting doubleheaders. They've split their last 4 doubleheaders. And Mitchell looking to keep that string going here. Pitch outside, 3-2. Pierre started off the season with a doubleheader sweep against Huron, but since then they've split doubleheaders. Sioux Falls, Washington. Harrisburg. They played Sioux Falls, Washington yesterday afternoon at home. And they take on Pierre here for the only regular season meeting. 3-2, no outs. Leadoff double by Drew Kitchens. A bit of a delay here. We get some new baseballs in play. 3-2 pitch. This one, foul ball, right field side, first baseman. The right fielder looking for it. It falls foul. There'll be just a long strike here for Austin Kerr. First baseman, Gray Zabel went for a look. Carr, the right fielder there as well, neither. Close enough to put a glove on it. So a good at-bat for Austin Kerr. It'll be pitch number 7. This one, swing and a miss. All 4 outs thus far for Rasky on strikeouts. Carter Max now with the chance to drive in Drew Kitchens from second. Only 1 out. This one inside for ball 1. No runs for Pierre. They have a couple hits. No runs for Mitchell. They have 1 hit thus far here in the bottom of the second inning. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 for a 1-1 count. Again, Drew staying at second base, pretty conservative lead. 1-1 pitch as well outside, 2-1. Carter Max, he was up in that bottom of the 7th inning with 2 outs. Kobe Larson at second, Austin Kerr at third. The tying and winning runs ended up striking out against Pierre's Austin Haas. Haas, who was very wild, gave up 3 walks to load the bases, or to put a couple runners on. And there's a 3-1 pitch. This one fouled right field side, so it'll be another full count. Better at-bats for Mitchell, longer at-bats here in the 2nd inning. Only a 14-pitch first inning there for Rasky. He's already at 14 pitches with 1 out in the 2nd. Swing and a miss, another one. All 5 outs have been strikeouts for Rasky. Carter Max joins the list. Now here's Jared Miller. 2 gone. Again, Kitchens hoping to not be stranded at second. Again, Rasky as good as it comes here. 5 strikeouts already. Jared Miller takes the pitch for strike 1. Jared getting the start in right field, batting 7th in game 2. 1 strike pitch. Pitch outside, 1-1. Final from Chicago, Twins beat the White Sox 5-3, so Twins lose the first game of that series, come back to win the next 3 to win the series, 3 out of 4. This one pitch outside, 2-1. Twins, despite their early season struggles, now only 2 games behind Cleveland. We're first in the Central. 5-3 win for the Twins today. 2-1 count, Jared Miller. 1 outside as well, 3-1. So this is the couple of 3-ball counts here for Rasky. Yet to walk a man, gave up that double to lead off the inning to Kitchens. Besides that, he struck out the 5 other Mitchell batters. 3-1 count, pitch a little high, and they'll take his base. A 5-pitch walk, Jared Miller gets on first with 2 outs. First and second, 2 outs. And Drew Kitchens really the only Mitchell batter here to put anything in play. Calvin Haig, second baseman. Pitched the last 2 innings in relief, a couple of scoreless innings to keep Mitchell in that game in game 1. Breaking ball past the catcher. That'll be a wild pitch. That was very high for the catcher, Hinkle. So all of a sudden, 2nd and 3rd now as the runners advance. And a pitch way too high. Calvin righty. Strike is called, 1-1. Calvin on the season, 4 hits in 12 at-bats. Strike is called at 1-2. Rasky looking to strike out the side yet again here in the 2nd. 1-2 to Haig. Pitch gets away. This will be a pass ball, and Mitchell will take a 1-0 lead. Wild pitch and a pass ball during this Jared Miller at bat. And just like that, Mitchell take a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the 2nd. Drew Kitchens scores. It wasn't pretty, but he got in. And now Jared Miller is at 3rd. 2-2 the count. This one popped up into center field. Center fielder Peyton Zabel on to make the catch, but it comes 1 pitch too late for Rasky and Pierre. Leadoff walk for a leadoff double, I should say, for Drew Kitchens. A 2-out walk for Jared Miller, followed by a wild pitch and a pass ball. Mitchell, 1-0 lead, even though they've struck out 5 times through 2 innings. 1-0 Mitchell at the end of 2 here on KORNradio.com.
This is Becky Pitts, General Manager of Poet Biorefining Mitchell. We understand the importance of selling your corn at the right time for the right price. You can access Poet's website with any mobile device by going to mit.poetgrain.com. That's where the latest corn receiving hours, cash bids, futures, market news, and weather is constantly updated. Poet, helping bring the best profitability per acre year after year to your operation.
Hitting a home run is a thrill, but more often than not, it's the small ball that wins the game in agriculture. At Ronick Ag, they know that by managing the small increments, they can make a huge difference. Couple that with a competitive team who wants you and your farm to win. Now that's a true yielding combination. By providing agronomic solutions for local agronomists you trust, Ronick Ag's mission is to create produce yielding results for your operation. To learn more about Ronick Ag, check out their website at ronickag.com. Ronick Ag, partnerships that yield.
This is Jonathan Doble, General Manager at Walmart here in Mitchell. You've heard us talking about our team. It's time to make the change. You can start a job that's easy to come to and end up with years of success in retirement savings too. We'll match the right job to what you like to do and even do background checks so you're surrounded with good people. All jobs start at $11 an hour and up. Start the job you'll like with us by going to walmart.com and clicking on careers.
Walmart is an equal opportunity employer.
McGuire Rasky, the pitcher, leads off the inning for Pierre, down 1-0. Rasky, left-handed hitter, takes on Jackson Sadler. Takes a strike for a 1-1 count. This one smashed a one-hopper to Kobe Lard to a Calvin Hagat. Second, makes a nice play. Carter Max has to jump a little bit for that one, but gets Rasky in plenty of time for out number one. Mitchell, 1-0 lead, scored in that bottom of the second inning with aided by a wild pitch and passed ball. This one smashed down the third base line. That'll be a single on the first pitch for Michael Lusk. Tough play there for Austin Kerr. One hopper right past him by the bag at third. Solidly hit for Michael Lusk. Lusk, he's been a pain for Mitchell this afternoon. He's 2 for 2 in game 2 with a pair of singles. And he reached a couple times in game 1 as well with a double. Here's Carter Cheddar. Check the runner at first. Lusk back in time. First pitch here to Cheddar. This one smashed again. This one foul left field line. So a couple of well-hit balls back-to-back for Pierre, Lusk, and Cheddar. Pierre down 1-0 here, top of 3. 1-1 pitch, runner goes. It is called a strike. They'll throw the runner out at second. Nice throw again here. Bollinger, the catcher, throws out Rasky, trying to swipe second. Pierre, they've run themselves out of innings. Plenty of outs on the bases for Pierre this afternoon. And that was Michael Lusk trying to steal. He'll be thrown out for out number 2. Carson Cheddar now faces a 1-2 count, and this one low and outside for ball 2. One-two count. Pitch leapt a little high. If that was the first inning, that would have been a strike. 2-2 the count. Jackson 1 out away from getting out of this one. Nope, it'll be a single to center field. Havlick will bring it in. So Carter Cheddar, single to center. Instead of having Michael Lusk there at second, first and second with 1 out, Pierre will have Cheddar at first with 2 outs. Shortstop, Garrett Stout, left-handed hitter, crowds the plate. First pitch fouls it out of play in the crowd here in the bleachers. There we go. So Sadler, he's been working in and out of danger this afternoon. 1-strike pitch inside. Runner does not advance. Bollinger keeps it around him. May have hit his exposed right hand there a little bit, so they'll give him a bit of time to get some feeling back in his throwing hand. He'll clear the plate. Well, Bollinger's done very well behind the plate early on in game 2. Plenty of opportunities for Pierre to score in the first couple of innings, but running themselves out of innings. Couple of outs on the bases. Had a pickoff of Peyton Zabel in that first inning. At second to end the inning. Two-strike pitch. Now it's a 1-1. Now it's at 1-2, despite Stout getting out of the way. A pitch inside is called a strike for 1-2. This one smashed deep right field, but the right fielder is there. Jared Miller doesn't have to move, and he makes the catch. A couple of singles for Pierre. They strand one runner. They still don't score here at the top of 3. 1-0 Mitchell. To the bottom of the third we go on KORNradio.com.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare South Dakota's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Wherever life takes you, stay connected to your finances. And at First Dakota National Bank, you can do just that. This is Dana Bird, personal banker at First Dakota. Stay connected with any of our First Dakota checking accounts, along with internet banking, e-mobile banking, mobile deposit, text banking, e-statements, and e-bill pay. Anywhere your mobile device goes, your banking can too. Go to firstdakota.com today to learn how you can stay connected. First Dakota, come experience the difference. Member FDIC.
Bottom of the third inning, Mitchell up 1-0. 2-0 count, couple of balls here early. To the ninth place hitter, Mitchell catcher Drew Bollinger. Bollinger, a righty. This one swings through it. 2-1. Travis Grins here at Cadwell Park this afternoon. 77 with a bit of a breeze. Very awesome day for baseball. Strike is called at 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So 6 strikeouts for 6 strikeouts, first time through the order. 6 out of 9 batters have struck out. Kitchens, Jared Miller, Kelvin Haig did not strike out first time through. Here's pitcher on pitcher. Pitch gets past the catcher. 4-1. This one well outside. 2-0. It's kind of been all or nothing for Rasky. This one 3-0 to Jackson Sadler. See if he can throw a strike. Here he can't. So a 4-pitch walk. Jackson Sadler gets a 1-out walk. Again, 6 strikeouts through 2 1/3 for the lefty Rasky. Here's Peyton Nash. He was a strikeout victim back in the first. Lefty on lefty. 4 hits for Pierre, but no runs through 3 innings. Mitchell only with 1 hit, but they have scored on that pass ball. Runner goes this one. Oh, the other way. A nice job of hitting by Peyton Nash. A single into left field. Runner going to third. He'll be gunned down there. Runner goes to second. So instead of first and second, 1 out. Mitchell has the runner at second with 2 outs. Jackson Sadler got a little bit too greedy there on a slow grounder to left. Peyton Nash with the single. And he'll advance to second. Left fielder Matt Lusk throwing plenty of time to his brother, Michael Lusk. They get that, so it's a 7-5 put out at third to retire Jackson Sadler for out 2. So here's Briggs Havlick, runner at second. 2 gone. Briggs, he takes a pitch outside for ball 1. Pierre, they've made plenty of base running blunders here. Now Mitchell, they make run in the bottom of the third. They've taken a run off the board. Strike is called on the inside half. 1-1 to Briggs. He is struck out to end the first inning. One pitch. This one fouled off right field side. 1-2 the count. Mitchell at 6-7, looking to get back to 500 with a win. Pierre at 8-5, looking to sweep a doubleheader for the first time since the first day of the season. Pitches outside, 2-2 the count. Two and two with 2 outs. Runner at second. Pitches outside, another full ball count here. With Drew Kitchens on deck. Drew, he had that lacing double down the left field line last inning. Full count. This one high and inside, another walk. So a couple of walks this inning for Rasky. Last 3 batters for Mitchell have reached, but there's only a 2 on, with Sadler being thrown out at third. Here's Drew Kitchens, first and second with 2 gone. 1-0 Mitchell, bottom of 3, looking to extend their lead. Pitch a little high for a ball. So Rasky walked a couple of guys here, Sadler and Havlick, both on base. 1-0 count. Pitch way up as well, 2-0. So in those first couple of innings, didn't look like Rasky could be touched. Now Mitchell getting him here a little bit second time around. This one well up high, 3-0. So Rasky's completely lost whatever he had in that first inning. In danger of walking the bases loaded here in the bottom of the third. 3-0 count. See if Kitchens takes the entire way. He does. Pitch up and in. A 4-pitch walk to Drew Kitchens. That will load him up. You look at what could have been if Jackson Sadler doesn't get thrown out at third. Possible Mitchell walks in a run there. And we'll see if Austin Kerr makes that irrelevant with a hit to the outfield. Peyton Nash at third, Briggs Havlick at second, Drew Kitchens at first. Here's the righty third baseman, Austin Kerr, struck out last time. Back in the first, 2 outs. Pitch high for ball 1. Was that 6 straight out of the zone here for Rasky? 5 straight out of the zone. This one high and outside as well. 6 straight pitches up high. 5 o'clock here this afternoon, KORNradio.com. Streaming on YouTube from Cadwell Park. This one swing and a miss, likely would have been called a strike. So a 2-1 count there. Kerr swings through it. See if he can make contact here, maybe get something through the infield. Pitch outside, 3-1. He may not have to. Rasky struck out 5 of the first 6 that he saw. Now he's in danger of walking 4 of his last 5 and walking in a run. 3-1 count to Kerr. Swings at that one a little high. Fouls it straight back, so we'll have a full count. Runners can get a little bit of a head start here, so if Kerr can get something in the gap, you'd like Mitchell's chances to clear the bases. 3-2 count, 2 outs. Runners go. Strike 3 is called, so Rasky gets out of a jam. Mitchell, they leave the bases loaded. 1 hit, 3 walks for Mitchell. They leave them loaded. Mitchell, though, still up 1-0 at the end of 3. Travis Crins here at Cadwell Park this afternoon. KORNradio.com.
You can bank anywhere, anytime with First Dakota's e-mobile banking. This is Brandy Negebauer, personal banking representative at First Dakota. It's true, anywhere your cell phone or mobile device goes, your banking can too. You can check balances, transfer
Add whatever flavor you're craving. Strawberry, mint, commence sipping.
Better yet, come to Culver's and leave the whole expertly handcrafted shake thing to us. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, 1015 Cabela Drive in Mitchell.
Are you suffering from an injury that is limiting your lifestyle? Hello, this is Steve Van Genderen from Dakota Physical Therapy. As part of my clinical training, I had the opportunity to learn at one of the premier sports medicine centers in the Midwest. I specialize in treating shoulder or rotator cuff injuries, as well as knee and ankle injuries. Along with having a master's degree in physical therapy, I have a degree in athletic training and have had the opportunity to work with recreational athletes, collegiate All-Americans, and even professional athletes. Whether you are suffering from an athletic injury or any other type of injury or ailment, remember Dakota Physical Therapy for all of your therapy needs.
1-0 Mitchell. Very odd game here. Game 2 of this doubleheader, top of the 4th. Jackson Sadler starts first pitch off high to Peyton Zabel. 4-1. Peyton Zabel walked in the first. Swings at this one. Got him to chase a ball a little down in the zone, 1-1. 26 pitch inning in that third inning for Rasky, but did not get a give up a run. Sadler throws this one about 57 feet. Bounces past the catcher, Bollinger. 2-1. This one swing and a miss as well on an off-speed pitch, so Sadler gets Peyton's able to swing a couple times here through 2-2. See if he can strike him out here. This one popped up right side of the infield. First baseman Schoenfelder. Second baseman Haig, foul ball catch. Nice job for Calvin Haig to go a while. Just over the line there in right. So Peyton Zabel retired. Here's Gray Zabel.
First baseman number 25, Gray Zabel.
Tale of 2 pitchers here. Was a tough start for Jackson Sadler in that first, but he got through it without any runs. It was a great start for Rasky. Since then, Rasky struggled, and Jackson Sadler, he's gotten into a bit of a groove here. He's retired. 4 of the last 6 batters he's faced. 1-1 count here to Gray Zabel, who also walked back in the first. Sadler second time around. The Pierre order. 1-1 count, pitch low, 2-1. Gray Zabel, left-handed hitter. Takes that fastball high. 3-1. So Gray Zabel in danger of being walked the second time this afternoon. 3-1 pitch from Jackson. This one laced into center field. That'll go down as a hit. The lumbering Gray Zabel at first with one out.
Number 38, Matthew Lusk.
Here's the left fielder, Matt Lusk. Right-handed batter. 5 hits for Pierre already, but again, nobody's come around to score. 5 hits to go along with 3 walks. 8 base runners through 3 1/3. This one grounded. Kitchens deep in the hole and short. He'll keep it in the infield, but it will be an infield hit for Matt Lusk, who's now 2 for 2 on the day. Zabel checks in at second. So runners at first and second with 1 out. 9 base runners so far for Mitchell, but for Pierre make that, but no runs. Here's catcher Cade Hinkle. Hinkle, a lefty, walked back in the second. Hinkle takes the first pitch for strike 1. So Sadler, that dangerous line yet again. Couple base runners on. Pitch high, 1-1. Get to this bottom third of the Pierre order now. Hinkle, Carr, Rasky. This one is outside and high, 2-1. Two-one pitch called a strike at 2-2. And Bailey Miller for Mitchell in that first game pitched pretty well. He gave up 6 runs, but only 1 was earned. Gave up 5 hits in 7 hits in 5 innings, but only 1 of those earned runs. 3-2 now the count. This one fouled straight back, so we'll do it again at 3-2. Big hitter here for Jackson Sadler. See if he can get Hinkle to at least keep it in the infield with Kobe Carr on deck. 3-2 pitch. Oh, they took a look at the runner at second, Gray Zabel. He was back in plenty of time. Sadler did not throw it. 3-2 pitch. That is low. So a couple of singles and now a 1-out walk. Bases are full for Pierre, and you got to think sooner or later Pierre's going to capitalize on these base runners. 10 base runners for Pierre through 3 1/3. 10 outs for Pierre, and they've had 10 base runners, but no runs. This one popped up straight back out of play. Kobe Carr, who struck out to end the second. Again, you got to think sooner or later it's going to catch up here with Jackson Sadler. Thus far, it has not. 8, 9 hitters up. Strike on the outside half is called. 0-2. Carr struck out in the second, and Sadler needs another strikeout here to get out number 2 in the fourth. This one a grounded to third. They can go home with it, and they do. It'll be a 5-2 putout. So another base runner as Gray Zabel. He is thrown out at home. It was in plenty of time, but Gray Zabel a little gimpy going to the dugout. Must have twisted his ankle slightly. So runners move up. A 5-2 fielder's choice gets the runner at home. And here's Sadler again with his 11th base runner. Still no runs for Pierre. And McGuire Rasky up. 1-0 count. Pitches inside. 1-1. Just got a piece of it on the inside part of the bat. So 1-1 the count to Rasky. Rasky grounded out to Haig at second. He's 0 for 1. 1-1 pitch. This one a slow roller. Pitcher's going to have to get it, and he should. And he does. A 1-3 putout. Sadler to Carter Max. Two singles and a walk. Another runner reaches on a fielder's choice. 4 base runners in the fourth for Pierre. They still cannot score. At the end of 3.5, Mitchell leads 1-0 over Pierre on KORNradio.com.
This is John Foster from The Depot. We're more than just a typical sports bar. In addition to pool and darts and sports on TV, we feature 30 beers on tap from all over the globe. Happy hour daily between 4:30 and 7:30 with extended hours on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Enjoy our new menu items, monster burgers, gourmet flatbreads, and salads, along with other soon-to-be Depot favorites. The Depot, open all day every day starting at 11:30 a.m.
This is Corey Wegahopt, pharmacist at Lewis Family Drug on North Main. We can help better manage your medications with weekly packaging. We can separate them by morning, noon, evening, and bedtime, making it easy for you to keep track of when to take what. We'll call or text you when they're ready to pick up or deliver them to your door for free. Lewis Family Drug. Get in, get out, get better.
Where your first stop is Lewis, it's easy every day.
Struggling with multiple decisions that need to be made to achieve your yield goals? Are you looking for that trusted partner who can help provide real yielding solutions for those decisions? At Ranick Ag, they pride themselves in knowing yield and being a partner who listens to your needs and builds strategies to achieve your farm's goals one field at a time. Ranick Ag yield experts are ready to meet your demanding farm needs and to go to work for your farm and your future. Contact your Ranick Ag yield centers today to get your 2018 plan started off on the right foot. Ranick Ag, partnerships that yield.
Cherry bees.
Bottom of the fourth inning here this afternoon, coming up on 5:15. Travis Crins here on KORNradio.com. Carter Max, Mitchell first baseman, will lead off the inning. Carter Max is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 11 base runners for Pierre through the first 4 innings and 0 runs. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 6 hits for Pierre. They leave the bases loaded in the top of the fourth. Rasky's pitch is a little high and outside. 1-1. Rasky has been wild these last couple of innings. 52 pitches just in the second and third inning, so he might not be long for this game. 70. This will be the 70th pitch already for Rasky. He's only got 9 outs. 1-2 the count to Carter Max. One outside, dips down, ball, 2-2. 6, 7, 8 hitters for Mitchell. Jared Miller on deck. Calvin Haig, he'll bat third. Drew Bollinger needed in the will bat fourth this inning if needed. Carter Max swings through that one, just gets a piece of it. Fouls it straight back, still at 2-2. This one well outside, a full count. First 4 hitters in that first 4 hitters at the top of the order for Mitchell in the third inning all reach base, but Mitchell, they could not come around to score. Pitch low in the dirt, another walk here. 4th walk. The second time through the order, the 5th walk overall. So Rasky with 7 strikeouts and 5 walks. Started out the game striking out 5 of the first 6. Since then, it's been a struggle. Carter Max at first. Jared Miller steps in. See if he lays one down. He tries to. Bad bunt. Pops it up right to the pitcher. So Jared Miller, sacrifice bunt attempt, no good. Pops it right up to Rasky for out 1. Now here's Calvin Haig.
Second baseman number 6, Calvin Haig.
And hard to get to that bunt down with as hard as Rasky throws. As wild as Rasky was there. Maybe a chance to take a couple pitches, see if you can get a favorable count. Fastball up and in, ball 1 to Calvin Haig. Pierre's got a pretty deep bullpen. They have somebody warming up down the right field line. 1-0 pitch. Left up high, 2-0. So they used 3 relievers in that first game, and they're not shy about making pitching changes. The effectiveness, though, of those relievers questionable. Pitch up high, 3-0 now to Calvin Haig. Doesn't seem like Rasky will be long for this game. If he makes it out of this inning or if he even starts the fifth. Approaching 90 pitches. 3-0. That one a strike, chest high. 4-pitch walk. 6 walks now for Rasky to go with his 7 strikeouts. Carter Max at second, Calvin Haig at first. Now here's the catcher Bollinger in the 9 spot. And look at that. After that first inning, you could not have convinced me that Rasky would not have lasted another 3 innings. Rasky only goes 3 1/3 innings, gave up 1 run, a wild pitch, a passed ball, gave up only 2 hits, struck out 7, walked 6. We'll have a new pitcher for Pierre. 2 runners on for Mitchell. They're up 1-0, bottom of 4 here at Cadwell Park.
These days, the concept of value matters more than ever. And you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical South Dakota high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community for such a small percentage of a school's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Now's the time to get hired at Walmart. They're adding to the Walmart team with jobs that pay well and come with perks too. Want to work as an auto care technician?
It's Walmart.
How about making things fresh in bakery or deli?
Walmart has it.
Like electronics?
Work at Walmart.
Apparel experience?
Bring it to Walmart.
Like working with people?
Cashier or self-checkout host at Walmart.
How about working with freight?
Second shift stocking.
Job security?
Walmart has it.
Employee discounts after 90 days?
Walmart.
Walmart at Mitchell has a job you'll like going to.
Go to walmart.com and click on the careers link to apply.
Walmart is an equal opportunity employer.
So that will be the afternoon for McGuire Rasky. 7 strikeouts, 6 walks, 1 run, 2 hits. Responsible for the runners on first and second. New pitcher Paulson Pepke. He was the first man out of the pen for Pierre in that first game. So Paulson Pepke gets another opportunity here in the second. Drew Bollinger, 1 strike count to the Mitchell catcher. Bollinger with 2 on and 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. This one fouled the right field side, well out of play. Quickly down 0-2. Final numbers on Rasky went 3 1/3 innings, had 10 outs through 79 pitches, 45 balls, 35 strikes. That was after striking out the side in the first and striking out 5 of the first 6. And here's Pepke coming in. Strike 3 is the call to retire Bollinger, who was struck out for the second time in game 2. 2 gone for Mitchell. Top of the order we go with Jackson Sadler. Sadler, the pitcher, a chance to help his own cause. Trying to drive in Carter Max from second. 2 outs, 2 runners on. This one inside nearly hits him on a fastball. 1-0. And with Pepke out there and runners on, he doesn't have much of a stride to the plate. Kind of a quick throw right there. Not that the runners would be advancing anyway with 2 runners on and 2 outs. 2-0, pitch inside to Sadler. Sadler walked last inning. He was thrown out at third. Probably would have came around to score if he would have stayed at second. 2-0 pitch. This is low in the dirt. Runners do not advance. Now 3-0. So Pepke strikes out Bollinger on 3 pitches. Now in danger of walking Sadler with 4 in a row. 3-0 pitch. Strike is called. 3-1 now the count. Peyton Nash, he's on deck. Hoping for a chance. 3-1 count. Pitch is low. 5-pitch walk will get Sadler aboard for the second straight inning via a walk. Sadler at first. Calvin Haig at second. Carter Max 90 feet away. Story of this game through 3.5 innings, base runners, but lack of runs. Both teams. Plenty of base runners, just haven't been able to score many. This one well inside to Peyton Nash, nearly hits him. 1-0. If Peyton Nash can maybe get a run in here, even if he's got to walk. Pitch is low in the dirt. Good block by Hinkle, the catcher. Now it's 2-0. 6 of the past 7 from the pitcher Pepke have been nowhere close. Pepke in for Rasky, so Rasky moves to center. Zabel was in center. Peyton Zabel now in right. Kobe Carr, he'll check out. Ball 3 low in the dirt. 7 of the past 8 have been in the zone, and Peyton Nash, he'll just be waiting to see if he can walk his way to first. 3-0 pitch. Strike is finally called at 3-1. See if he can do it a second time. Bases full for Mitchell. They're up 1-0, looking to extend the lead. Bottom of 4 with 2 outs. Pitch, strike 2 is there. See if he can do it a third time. 3-2 the count. Runners will leave early. So after 7 of 8 out of the zone, could Pepke somehow throw 3 straight strikes? Nope. 3-2 count, and he walks them. 2 straight walks for Pepke. Peyton Nash. He'll get a run in. Carter Max, he scores. He walks in from third base. Calvin Haig now at third. Sadler at second. Peyton Nash with the walk with the bases loaded. Pepke starts Briggs Havlick off with strike 1. It was proved to me, Pepke, that he could throw 3 straight strikes, and he couldn't. This one smashed. A 2-hopper deep in the hole at short. Shortstop's going to have a tough play. Good stretch at first. Stout to Zabel, and that will retire Havlick and Mitchell in the bottom of the 4th. No hits for Mitchell, but they had 4 walks. That was good enough to score 1. It's 2-0 Mitchell. End of 4 here at Cadwell Park.
Go mobile with First Dakota. No matter where you are, you can do your banking on the run. This is Linda Muller, personal banker at First Dakota. With e-mobile banking, you can bank anytime, anywhere. All you need is your mobile device and your internet access. Need to make a deposit? First Dakota Mobile Deposit allows you to upload pictures of the front and back of the endorsed check. It is easy to tap, snap, deposit. Go to firstdakotaebanking.com today to learn more. First Dakota. Come experience the difference. Member FDIC.
Here at Davison County Implement, we rely on our machinery to give yesterday and today's farmers what they need. It not only takes a team, but the right team to keep our customers happy and to keep operations moving smoothly. That is why we are your dealer of choice. Davison County Implement, a division of C&B Operations, along with the Fred Haar stores of Freeman, Yankton, and Wagner, are proud supporters of high school athletics and academics.
This is Jason Swindler from Lewis Family Drug inside County Fair Food Store in Mitchell. Remembering to pick up your
At MJ Aviation, they understand the hard work and dedication it takes to make any agricultural operation successful and know that many pass on from generation to generation. That's why MJ Aviation recognizes and supports every player and coach in athletics. It takes dedication and teamwork for success, the same dedication needed to run farm operations. MJ Aviation, helping your operation take flight.
1-hopper pass, Austin Kerr, new pitcher for Mitchell. That'll be a leadoff single here for Michael Lusk.
Lusk brings to the plate the second baseman, number 3, Carson Cheddar.
Lusk, 3 for 3 in game 2 with 3 singles. He has not come around to score. So Austin Kerr in the ball game. 4 innings for Jackson Sadler. No runs, 7 hits. Most importantly, no runs. Here's Carter Cheddar. First pitch, strike. Defensive changes for Mitchell. Austin Kerr comes in to pitch. He started at third. Briggs Havlet goes from center to third. And Jared Miller goes over from right to center to fill that spot. Hot smash left field. Back-to-back singles here for Pierre. Top 2 hitters in the order, Cheddar and Michael Lusk, are 5 for 6 with 5 singles. First and second, nobody out. Now here's the dangerous part of that Pierre lineup. Garrett Stout up next, followed by the Zabel brothers. 13 base runners for Pierre. They have yet to score. Mitchell, they have 10 base runners. They've only scored twice. 23 base runners through 4+ innings of baseball. And there's been 2 runs. Seemingly impossible. We'll see what type of an inning here Pierre puts together. The wheel play on for Mitchell. 1-0 the count here to Garrett Stout. You have Havlick at third charging. The shortstop, Kitchens, covering third. Pitch outside for ball 2. Mitchell potentially thinking there's going to be a bunt here by Stout. He has not shown that in the first two pitches. Stout 0 for 2 with a couple of pop-ups. Wheel play on. They'll pick off at second in plenty of time. Michael Lusk standing on the bag. Coming up on 5:30 here this afternoon. KORNradio.com, YouTube. Streaming this game 2 here between Mitchell and Pierre at Cadwell Park. 2-0 count to Garrett Stout. He'll swing at this one and foul it off left side. 1-2 the count. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2-1 the count. Peyton Zabel on deck. Gray Zabel to follow. This one bunt is shown, but the pitch is well high at 3-1. In danger of a walk here, would load it up for Peyton Zabel. That would be the least favorable position if you're Mitchell. Bases loaded with Peyton Zabel up. Bunt is shown by Stout with a 3-1 count. It's well high. It's a 5-pitch walk, so Austin Kerr comes in to begin this inning. It has not gone well with back-to-back singles and now a walk to load the bases. Peyton Zabel's been kept in check here in game 2. He's walked, been picked off a second, and he's popped up to Kelvin Haggett second. So here's the dangerous Peyton Zabel, bases loaded, nobody out. This one, fastball high. Boy, they're giving Mitchell that high fastball. They're not giving Pierre the high fastball, but they are giving Mitchell that high fastball. Strike 1. Tough spot here for Kerr. 1 strike to Zabel. This one up high. A little too high for a strike at 1-1. Now we have 24 base runners in the game total. Still only 2 runs. 14 base runners for Pierre. Still no runs on the board. This one, swing and a miss. Strike 2. They have gotten Zabel a little bit on that pitch on the outside half. He swung through that a couple times when Jackson Sadler was on the mound. 1-2. This would be a huge strikeout for Kerr for the first out of the 5th. This one popped up. Foul territory, right side. First baseman. Ooh, he got him out. Look at that. Good job by Kerr for the first out. Carter Max just wide of the bag. Foul territory for out 1. A big out for Mitchell. 1 Zabel down. Another Zabel to go. Here's Gray Zabel, who has walked and singled here this afternoon. Left-handed hitting Gray Zabel. First pitch from Kerr is inside. Bollinger sticks it with his glove. 1-0. Need to throw strikes here with the bases loaded. And he does. Evens up the count at 1 apiece. Austin Kerr on the season, and this will be his 4th appearance, all in relief. He's now thrown 3 innings, given up 3 hits, no runs, a walk, and a strikeout. So 3 straight to innings here to begin the season of shutout baseball in relief for Austin Kerr, your usual starting third baseman. Pitch up and outside, 2-1 with the bases loaded. Gray Zabel swings at this one up the middle. Ooh, it's not stopped by the shortstop Kitchens, and it goes into center field. 1 run comes around to score, and the throw is cut off. Could have had a chance there. Play would have been close, but the first baseman, Carter Max, cuts it off on the mound. A 1-out, 2-run single for Gray Zabel. It took that 15th base runner, finally, for Pierre to actually score. Now we're tied at 2 apiece in the top of the 5th. Michael Lusk scores the first run, and Cheddar comes around to score the second run to tie the game. Garrett Stout at second, Zabel at first with that RBI, 2 RBI single to tie it up. Here's Matthew Lusk, takes the first pitch low for a ball. Matthew Lusk with a single and a double thus far. 2 runs on 9 hits. No errors for Pierre here in the top of the 5th. Pitch is a strike called, 1-1. For Mitchell, only 2 hits, but they do have 2 runs. They had 10 base runners through the first 4 innings. No errors either through 4. 1-1. Kerr up high. 2-1. So Kerr in his first inning of relief, Jackson Sadler, 4 shutout innings. He was pulled. 2-1 pitch. This one inside jam shot, goes the other way, foul. What is this? They say it hit him? Really? Oh, catcher interference is the call because that pitch fouled off. First base side, they're going to call Bollinger for catcher interference. So this weird game just adds another layer to it. Catcher interference. Loads them up. Matt Lusk at first. Gray Zabel at second. Stout at third. They're loaded for the catcher, Hinkle. Ball 1 to Hinkle. Cade with a couple of walks. No at-bats thus far with those 2 walks, and this one well outside from Kerr. There is activity in the Mitchell bullpen left field side, and Brett Young, your acting head coach this afternoon, he'll have a bit of a meeting on the mound. We'll take a break as well. It's 2-2. Mitchell and Pierre in the top of the 5th. Pierre's got the bases loaded with 1 out. We'll be back in 30 seconds on KORNradio.com.
This is Becky Pitts, General Manager of Poet Biorefining Mitchell. We understand the importance of selling your corn at the right time for the right price. You can access Poet's website with any mobile device by going to mit.poetgrain.com. That's where the latest corn receiving hours, cash bids, futures, market news, and weather is constantly updated. Poet, helping bring the best profitability per acre year after year to your operation.
Brett Young talks with his pitcher, Austin Kerr, with a 2-0 count near the key to the catcher, Cade Hinkle. Hinkle takes a strike at 2-1. Hinkle with 2 walks already in game 2. 5 of the first 6 Pierre hitters, third time around, have reached. Strike 2 is called. Couple of back-to-back strikes. Good mound visit right there. 1 strike away from out number 2. Keep the game tied at 2 apiece. Here's the 2-2. This one fouled off on a pitch high. Likely would have been a ball. So still at 2 apiece. Here's Hinkle. Fouls it off again on a pitch high. Hits the screen. Still at 2-2. So good at bat here for Hinkle. Staying alive. Trying to give Pierre a lead, whether that be with a walk or a hit. Another 2-2 pitch. This one lined, a one-hopper through the glove of the second baseman, Haig. and 1 run will come around to score. Again, Pierre, not the swiftest of teams, not very fast. So they'll play station-to-station baseball here with Garrett Stout scoring from third. Single for Hinkle. Third run of the inning for Pierre, and Pierre now up 3-2 in the top of the 5th. Bases are still loaded. 6 of the 7 hitters this inning have reached. 4 singles and a walk. Finally, Pierre has broken through here. First pitch, ball to Pepke. Pitcher, Pepke hitting for himself. In the 8th spot in the lineup, that's Kobe Carr, right fielder. That's his original spot. Pitch is low, 2-0 for Kerr. So Kerr has struggled only with 1 out. He's given up all 3 runs. All 3 have been earned. And there are 2 pitchers up in the Mitchell pen. This one lined foul straight back, 2-1. "15 strikes thrown this inning for Kerr. 13 balls, so less than 50-50 ratio, that one high. The 30th pitch of the inning coming up here for Kerr, and it's a 3-1 count, and he's in danger of walking in a run. This one up high, straight back over the press box. It'll be a full count with 1 out. Starting pitcher now, center fielder McGuire Rasky is on deck. Kerr needs a strikeout here on a 3-2. This one is high. Instead, he'll walk in the 4th run of the inning. Second walk of the inning, 4 singles. He's only retired 1 of the 8 hitters he's faced in this 5th, and here is Pierre. They will bat around here in the 5th.
Number 14, McGuire Rasky.
Gray Zabel, he scores. Matthew Lusk, Cade Hinkle, Pepke still out there on the bases. 9th batter this inning for Kerr. Again, he's only recorded 1 out, and that was, of all people, Peyton Zabel. He was the 1 out this inning. He popped up to Carter Max, just shy of the bag, foul territory first. 1-0 count to Rasky. It's called strike. Gotta think this might be it here for Kerr. 1 full time through the order. Pitch up high, now at 2-1. Approaching 35 pitches in this inning. 2-0 Mitchell lead is now turned into a 4-2 Pierre advantage, top of 5. Two-1, strike is called at 2-2. Michael Lusk, he led off the game with a single, came around to score that first Pierre run. He is on deck. He would be the 10th man to bat, barring a double play. 2-2 count is up high. We have another full count with the bases loaded and still only 1 out. Full count pitch, swing and a miss. A much-needed strikeout. First of the game for Kerr. That will retire Rasky for the 3rd time today.
Leadoff hitter, third baseman number 5, Michael Lusk.
So here is Michael Lusk for the 2nd time this inning with a single and a run. Looking to really break this through for Pierre. This one lined left field, and that'll score 1. And that will score 2. Close play at the plate. Good throw there from Nash in left field. But a 2-out, bases loaded. Single for Michael Lusk. So Lusk, he is 4 for 4 on the afternoon. Drives in 2 more as he drives in his brother Matthew from 3rd. Cade Hinkle, close play at home, but Cade, he scores from 2nd, and that'll be all for Austin Kerr. So Kerr faces 10 batters, can only get 2 outs. Walks 2 batters. Gives up 5 singles. Wasn't Austin Kerr's afternoon, so he'll come out. New pitcher on the mound for Mitchell. 6-2 Pierre. They've scored all 6 runs in this inning. Top of the 5th. Still 2 outs, and we'll be back in 60 seconds.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in South Dakota are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
This is Rebecca Grace, owner and operator of the Ramada Inn and Suites. I'm here to make organizing the company meeting, the family reunion, a wedding, or for the best birthday party ever easy. We'll take care of it all. Clean, comfortable rooms, meetings with technology and sound system, all with good food and friendly people. It's the Ramada Inn, Mitchell.
Hunter Staley, second reliever in this second game for Mitchell. Staley making his second appearance on the season, both in relief. He first time around pitched 1 inning, gave up 1 run on 1 hit, had 2 walks and 1 strikeout. Faced 5 batters through 23 pitches. That was the first time around this season for Hunter Staley. So Staley, he'll get a chance to work out of this jam for Mitchell. Pierre has scored 6 runs in the inning. They now have 10 hits. Austin Kerr started the inning in relief. It was not his day. Walked 2 batters. Matthew Lusk reached on catcher's interference. Also gave up 5 singles. So here's Carter Cheddar with 2 outs, looking to extend the inning for Pierre. Pitches inside for ball 1. So it was the 5th inning in game 1 for Mitchell, in which they scored 3 times, made it a game. Now it's the 5th inning in game 2, in which Pierre's taking a lead that they hope they can keep the rest of the way. Foul ball, first base side, 1-1. To Carson Cheddar. Cheddar's 2 for 3. 2 singles and a run scored earlier this inning. 11th man to bat this inning. 2-1, pitch outside. Thanks for joining us here this afternoon on KORNradio.com. We're streaming live via YouTube. Two one is well outside and low. 3-1 the count with Garrett Stout on deck. 2 outs this inning for Pierre was a Peyton Zabel pop-up to first and a McGuire-Rasky strikeout. This one inside, so a 5-pitch walk. The first batter that Hunter Staley sees. So this inning continues. Garrett Stout, he's 0 for 2 with the walk and a run. It's been the top of the order. That has been productive this afternoon for Pierre as they reload the bases. Pepke at third. Let's see, Michael Lusk at second. This one, little 2-hopper to Kitchens at short. He'll get the force out at second base. But the inning, way too long for Mitchell. Six runs for Pierre. Couple walks. They got 3 walks, make it 6 hits. 6 runs on 4 hits, make it 12 runners. They come around to bat for Pierre. At the end of 5 innings, at the end of 4.5, it's Pierre 6, Mitchell 2 on KORNradio.com.
Hitting a home run is a thrill, but more often than not, it's the small ball that wins the game in agriculture. At Ronick Ag, they know that by managing the small increments, they can make a huge difference. Couple that with a competitive team who wants you and your farm to win. Now, that's a true yielding combination. By providing agronomic solutions for local agronomists you trust, Ronick Ag's mission is to create produce yielding results for your operation. To learn more about Ronick Ag, check out their website at ronickag.com. Ronick Ag, partnerships that yield.
These days, the concept of value matters more than ever. And you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical South Dakota high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community for such a small percentage of a school's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Bottom of the fifth inning, Mitchell starts with a first pitch single from Drew Kitchens to left field. Drew is third at bat here. He's got a walk, a single, and a double. This one, Hunter Staley now up, pop up into right field, foul territory. That'll be out of play. Staley down in the count, 0-2. Hunter Staley, the new pitcher out there, finally got that third out of the fifth inning. Have a pair of relievers for Pierre, warming up in the bullpen right field side. 6-2 Pierre over Mitchell, bottom of the fifth. Mitchell playing from behind here yet again. 0-2 count. Pepke to Staley. Pepke breaking ball, beautifully done, drops in there for a strike three. Pepke with the strikeout.
First baseman number 15, Carter Max.
Carter Max, right-handed hitting first baseman. Struck out in the second, walked and scored back in the fourth. Seemed like a long time ago. Jams himself, pop up to Stout at short, and he'll get the runner, Kitchens, at first. So a promising inning for Mitchell with a leadoff single by Drew Kitchens. Ends very soon after with a strikeout of Staley and a 6-3 double play. Mitchell, one hit, no runners left on, an inning-ending double play. At the end of 5 innings, it's 6-2 Pierre here on KORNradio.com.
The way we make our frozen custard shakes at Culver's isn't all that different from how you might at home. Whip up a batch of fresh frozen custard like we do daily in our restaurants. You'll need farm fresh dairy and a temperature-controlled custard machine. Don't worry, I know a guy. Add whatever flavor you're craving. Strawberry, mint, commence sipping.
Better yet, come to Culver's and leave the whole expertly handcrafted shake thing to us. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, 1015 Cabela Drive in Mitchell.
Here at Davison County Implement, we rely on our machinery to give yesterday and today's farmers what they need. It not only takes a team, but the right team to keep our customers happy and to keep operations moving smoothly. That is why we are your dealer of choice. Davison County Implement, a division of C&B Operations, along with the Fred Harsh stores of Freeman, Yankton, and Wagner, are proud supporters of high school athletics and academics.
Tap, Snap, Deposit. Deposit checks with your Droid or iPhone. This is Dana Bird, personal banker at First Dakota. Our mobile deposit allows you to tap your phone and snap a picture of the front and back of your endorsed check. You receive confirmation that the images of your check have uploaded and your deposit is being processed. It's fast and secure. To learn more, go to firstdakotaebanking.com or stop at any First Dakota location and ask about mobile deposit. First Dakota, come experience the difference. Member FDIC.
A very long inning for Mitchell out in the field in the top of the fifth, and just like that, they're back out there. Top of the sixth, they go. Peyton Zabel leads it off with a foul ball into the screen for strike one. Hunter Staley out there. He'll start his first full inning of work. 12 batters came around to hit for Pierre in that fifth. 6 of the 12 came around to score. This one breaking ball left up high at 1-1. Peyton Zabel, he would only batted once that inning, and he flied out to first base. Zabel, he's 0 for 2 with a walk here. He's done the least amount of damage, basically, of any hitter. This one fouled back in the screen again at 1-2. So you look at the Pierre lineup, you want to limit Zabel as much as possible, and they have done that. Problem is everybody else has been a problem here thus far for Mitchell. 1-2 count to Peyton Zabel. Strike three is called, so Peyton Zabel They get him for the third straight time. He's made 2 of the past 4 outs for Pierre. Now here's Brother Gray. Brother Gray's had a good day. 2 singles and a walk and a run. So whatever Peyton hasn't done today, Gray's made up for it. 1 out in the top of the 6th. Base is empty. Strike 1 from Staley. So Staley doing a good job at attacking the strike zone here. Down by 4 with only 6 outs to go. Strike 2 is the call, so he gets Zabel 0-2 quickly. After striking out Peyton, swinging. 2-strike pitch. Pitch, swing and a miss. He gets the Zabel boys back-to-back strikeout. So Hunter Staley, very impressive first 2 outs here in the 6th. See if he can make it a quick inning. Get those Mitchell bats out there and see if Mitchell has got one last come back in them like they usually do against Pierre. Pitch is low and outside to Matthew Lusk for ball 1. Left fielder Matthew Lusk, he's reached base all 3 times. Single, double, catcher's interference, and a run. This one a 1-hopper to Havlick at third, a low throw, but Max digs it out of the dirt. 3 up and 3 down inning. Those have been hard to come by here this afternoon. Pierre is retired in the top of the 6th. To the bottom half we go. Mitchell down 6-2 on KORNradio.com.
Coaches, parents, and athletes. Does a sports-related injury have you or your athlete sidelined and struggling to get back in the game? Dakota Physical Therapy specializes in sports injury rehabilitation, and we take pride in returning our athletes to the field, ready for action and better equipped to resist re-injury in the future. Regardless of the sport or type of injury, Dakota Physical Therapy has a specialized rehab program designed to meet your needs. Give us a call at 996-4778 or stop by our clinic and begin your way back to action today.
This is Jason Spindler from Lewis Family Drug inside County Fair Food Store in Mitchell. Remembering to pick up your medications is easy. We'll watch to see when it's time for your refill, get it ready, and text you. With SmartSync, we'll fill all your regular medications at once, saving extra trips, and with our free Lewis Drug app, you'll always have access to your profiles and prescription information. Get in, get out, get better.
When your first stop is Lewis, it's easy every day.
This is Rebecca Grace, owner and operator of the Ramada Inn and Suites. I'm here to make organizing the company meeting, the family reunion, a wedding, or for the best birthday party ever easy. We'll take care of it all. Clean, comfortable rooms, meetings with technology and sound system, all with good food and friendly people. It's the Ramada Inn, Mitchell.
Center fielder Jared Miller started in right field, now in center. Leads off the bottom of the 6th, takes a strike from Pepke. This one outside for a 1-1 count. Calvin Haig will bat second. Drew Bollinger, the catcher, will bat third. The bottom third of the order for Mitchell as they try to get something going here in this 6th inning. Only 6 outs to go for Mitchell. Foul ball, first base side, 1-2. Pepke still out there for another inning. He's worked both games here this afternoon. Fastball down and in, 2-2. Jared Miller, he was involved in a quite eventful at-bat in that 2nd inning. Ended up walking, but that's when Mitchell scored their first run. This one a jam shot, slow roller to the third baseman who cuts off the shortstop. Michael Lusk at third, keeps it in the infield, so an infield hit. We'll call an error. We'll call a hit there for Jared Miller. Slow roller to third would have been deep to short, which they would have had no chance. So Michael Lusk, the shortstop going to his left, had to charge it. Kept it in his glove. There's Calvin Haig. Swings at this one. A slow roller to second base. Runner will advance. And they get Haig by a step or two. So Calvin retired. Jared Miller now at second. 1 out in this 6th inning.
Second baseman for the first out of the inning.
Drew Bollinger struck out both times this afternoon, back in the 3rd and 4th.
Max Schoenfelder.
Be Max Schoenfelder. Will pinch hit for him. Schoenfelder, who usually sees time at first, now pinch hitting for Drew Bollinger. Mitchell has Jordan Dirks. Started game 1. He's likely to get the plate here for the 7th inning. Max, 1-1. The count, takes a strike. One pitch in the dirt, kept in front of the plate. 2-1. Schoenfelder in that first game was 1 for 3 with a single and a stolen base. Also reached on an error. Well, he's been on 2 of his 4 times here this afternoon. Pitch a little high, but they like that high strike. It's 2-2. Two and 2 to Schoenfelder. This one he fights it off. Foul the other way, right field side. Still at 2-2. Start of this game was McGuire-Rasky. He will not factor in the decision, but he struck out the side in the first. Struck out 6 the first time through the order. This one outside, full count. Rasky exited the game after 3 1/3. 7 strikeouts, 6 walks. Full count here to Schoenfelder. Pinch hit. He'll take a walk. Runner thinking about advancing to third. Thinks better of it. Good decision there by Jared Miller to stay at second. Down by 4 runs here. Don't have to get fancy. So Schoenfelder with the pinch hit walk. Does his job. He gets on base. First and second for Mitchell. Now here's Bailey Miller, hitting in the Jackson Sadler spot, who started this game. Sadler worked around some trouble, ended up throwing 4 shutout innings, and then Austin Kerr came in the 5th. That's when the Pierre damage happened. 0-1 count. Here to Bailey Miller, a little looper, second base side, deep in the hole. That'll find some outfield grass. So bases loaded, and here we go again. It's not a Mitchell and Pierre game unless Mitchell makes a comeback in the late innings, and now we can finally say it's a Mitchell and Pierre game. Bailey Miller with a single. So bases loaded. Peyton Nash. He puts one over the fence there at about 370. We can tie this game up, but Mitchell, they'll just take something that hits some grass in the outfield. Here's Peyton Nash. He's 1 for 2 with a walk and a single. This one a little liner, a little looper to right field, but Peyton's able in his 6'7" frame is there for the catch. Nobody able to move up, so little line out for Peyton Nash. He's now 1 for 3. Bases are still loaded. Now with 2 outs. Could be the last best chance here for Mitchell. And pretty good hitter up there in Briggs Havlick. So one breaking ball, nicely done, falls down there. Looked like a curveball. Drops in for strike 1. Briggs Havlick swings at this one, pops it up over the first baseman's head, gets the job done. 1 run comes around to score, make it 2. Mitchell, they've got runners on the corners. 2 outs, but it's now 6-4 ball game. Briggs Havlick. 2 RBI for the Mitchell center fielder. Jared Miller comes around from third to score easily. And Schoenfelder, he was booking it from second. New pitcher coming up for Mitchell, or for Pierre, make that. Bailey Miller, he'll check in at third. So Mitchell does have that tying run on base. Briggs Havlick with a single. We'll take a break here and see who the new Pierre pitcher is. It's 6-4. Mitchell still down 2. Bottom of 6. They got 2 on and 2 out. We're back in 60 seconds.
Your mouth. It's your most important asset. Why not make Fuchs Orthodontics your most important ally? You use it to eat, drink, and communicate with others. You need an expert to care for it. This is Dr. Rick Fuchs at Fuchs Orthodontics, and we pride ourselves in being a patient-centered orthodontic practice. Call our Mitchell office at 996-5442 or our Huron office at 352-1670 today. Fuchs Orthodontics, the best care for the best patients.
This is Austin Iverson with Iverson Auto, and we've been proud to serve Mitchell, Huron, and the surrounding communities for the past 70 years. Being a supporting partner to our area's towns, organizations, and athletic teams means a lot to the staff at Iverson Auto. We are proud of the area's teams and wish their continued success. When it comes time for your next new vehicle, stop in at any of the Iverson Auto locations and experience our Mark of Distinction award-winning customer service. Let us make car buying enjoyable for you again. View our huge new and pre-owned inventory at...
This is Becky Pitts, General Manager of Poet Biorefining Mitchell. We understand the importance of selling your corn at the right time for the right price. You can access Poet's website with any mobile device by going to mit.poetgrain.com.
Kyle Stover, new pitcher for Pierre. 2 on for Mitchell. Runners on the corners. Here's Hunter Staley. Pitch inside, ball. And the runner, Havlick, steals second with no problem. Havlick with the stolen base with that situation with runners on the corners. Good success right there with the runner going from first to second. 1-0 the count. Here's Drew Kitchens. Drew Kitchens, liner into center. Center fielder, though, playing in right at McGuire Rasky. Mitchell scores 2. They leave 2 on, and at the end of 6, Mitchell trails 6-4. 3 outs to go. We'll be back in the 7th inning. Coming up next here on KORNradio.com.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. There's just one place where a team is more than a group of individual agendas. It's a catalyst for demonstrating the potential of the collaborative spirit. There's just one place where players, coaches, and fans experience the exhilaration that happens when an entire community rallies behind the school team. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. In addition, high school sports help young people in South Dakota develop the discipline and confidence they need to be leaders in life, even as they unite communities like nothing else. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
This is Jonathan Doble, General Manager at Walmart here in Mitchell. You've heard us talking about our team. It's time to make the change. You can start a job that's easy to come to and end up with years of success and retirement savings too. We'll match the right job to what you like to do and even do background checks so you're surrounded with good people. All jobs start at $11 an hour and up. Start the job you'll like with us by going to walmart.com and clicking on careers.
Walmart is an equal opportunity employer.
Bottom third of the order for Pierre. Be Cade Hinkle, Pepke, and Rasky. The hitters here for Pierre. This one line deep right field. Right fielder Jared Miller going back. That'll land near the wall. And that'll be a triple. Leadoff triple here for the catcher, Hinkle. He stands up going into third. All over that first pitch from Hunter Staley. Leadoff triple for Hinkle. He's reached all 4 times this afternoon with a triple, a single, and 2 walks. Mitchell, they can ill afford to give up any more runs. Already down 6-4 in the 7th and final inning. 6 o'clock here this evening at Cadwell Park. Travis Grins here on KORNradio.com. Here's the pitcher. This was Pepke's spot. Kyle Stover, the pitcher. This one smashed. Foul ball just over the bag. Havlick nearly got a glove on it. 1-1. Stover all over that pitch. Be a loud strike. This one inside, he fouls it off of his foot, so he'll take a little bit of a walk here, and there'll be a little bit of a break here between the next pitch. 1-2 the count. Hinkle's run there at third would make it a 3-run game. Mitchell in the bottom of the 7th. Got the 5, 6, 7 hitters up. This one a slow roller deep in the hole and short. Kitchens will try to make the throw. He can't. It'll be an infield single here for the pitcher, Stover. That'll easily score the Hinkle run from third. RBI for the pitcher. And one of those 2 runs that Mitchell scored in the bottom half of the 6th has now been given back. It's now 7-4. Here's McGuire Rasky. Rasky inside nearly hits him for ball 1. Rasky only batter not to reach base this afternoon. He's 0 for 3. This pitch well outside to the left-handed hitting Rasky for ball 2. We'll see if Mitchell can keep it a 3-run lead here, a 3-run deficit. Rasky awaits the 2-0 offering. That's well outside as well. 3-0. Top of that order coming up there. Michael Lusk, Cheddar, Stout. They've had some pretty good production out those top 2 spots. That one gets the plate at 3-1. Three-one count, no outs, runner at first. 3-run lead here for Pierre, trying to add it. And looking for the doubleheader sweep. Again, good crowd here this afternoon. Beautiful weather, 75, 77 degrees. Perfect weather. This one swing and a miss for 3-2 the count, and swing and a miss gets Rasky. So Rasky down on strikes, and looks like he'll end his game 2, 0 for 4. Now here's Michael Lusk, who has 4 singles and 4 at-bats in game 2. See if Mitchell can prevent him from having a 5 for 5 day. 1 out, runner at first. Staley, time will be called. Staley not delivering the pitch. Look at the runner at first. He's not going anywhere. This one inside, ball 1. 7 runs for Pierre, 6 of those in that 4th inning, in which they batted 12. 12 runs, let's see, 7 hits, 7 runs, 12 hits for Pierre, 1 error. Mitchell only 4 runs on 5 hits. They have 1 error. 2-0 count. This one popped into center field. Center fielder Jared Miller on for a diving catch. He comes up just a couple feet short. Michael Lusk, his 5th single of the afternoon. That'll put Stover at 2nd. Now here's Cheddar. So whatever chance Mitchell has here, down 3 going to the bottom of the 7th, will be decided here these next couple at bats with Cheddar and Stout up. Any more runs here for Mitchell, going to make it tough. Low, ball 1. 6 errors in game 1 for Mitchell. Errors have not been an issue here in game 2. It's been just too many base runners. Those 13 hits. They're very fortunate that Pierre doesn't have more than 7 runs. Pitch inside 2-0. Pierre had 11 base runners first 4 innings. Finally took their 15th base runner before they actually scored a run. So could have been a lot worse in those first 4 innings. This one popped up into deep Jared Miller center field. Over the shoulder catch. He misses it, and that'll get past his head. Because of that, nobody, though, will be able to score again. Mitchell or Pierre, not known for their speed. They're a station-to-station team. And Jared Miller tried for the over-the-shoulder catch, came up just short. And because of that, the lead runner had to hold up at 3rd. So you would have expected them to score on that, but they do not. Cheddar with his 3rd single of the day. Staley in some trouble here. Bases loaded. Now here's Garrett Stout. Stout is 0 for 3 with a walk and a run. That was in that 5th inning. Strike is called, 0-1. So looking at Pierre, they've probably got 20-some base runners this afternoon. Less than half of them scored. Pickoff throw at third, and there's another fielding error. Ill-advised throw, Bollinger to third. No need to do that there. Bollinger tries to get fancy going to third. Bad throw, gets past Havlick in the left field. So an error for Mitchell in what was a pretty clean game until then. Stover scores from third. Any hope that Mitchell had in that bottom half of coming back, and 6-4 leads now up to 8-4. Runners at second and third. Still one out. Foul ball is called. The lead runner, Michael Lusk, comes all the way around, thinks he scores, but no. Foul ball, dead ball, 1-2 the count. Well, here's Garrett Stout, 1-2 count with one out. This one, he goes fishing on a pitch well outside, numerous feet outside. Stout down on strike, second strikeout of the inning for Staley. Just the problem was there's been a triple and 3 singles mixed in there. So here's one more chance for Peyton Zabel, who's 0 for 3 with a walk. Hasn't done much of anything here in game 2. He did have a double pinch hit opportunity in game 1. Low for ball 1. (1-0), now 2-0 inside. That'll be a wild pitch, and they'll score another run. Michael Lusk comes around to score. It's the third run of the inning, wild pitch to Hunter Staley. And it's 9-4. Be a bit of a learning curve here for Mitchell this spring and summer season. When you lose as much as they did offensively and pitching, going to be a bit of a transition year. Win here for Pierre would make it 9-5 on the season. Mitchell would fall to 6-8. This one fouled straight back. What do we got? 2-2. 2-2 at Zabel. Only 2 weeks left here in the season for Mitchell. So spring season going to wrap up here very quickly. This one, deep fly ball center field. Center fielder Jared Miller going in the gap right center, and they'll let it drop again. Some porous defense here in this 7th inning for Mitchell. Again, giving Pierre not 3 outs, but 4, 5, 6 outs an inning. Probably going to give up some runs. That one drops in. Zabel gets on second. Ball you would like to see caught. So Gray Zabel, 8th man to bat this inning. Mitchell, they'll make a pitching change. They've given up 4 runs during the top of the 7th, 10-4. Pierre down to their final out. Pitching change for Mitchell coming up next.
The way we make our frozen custard shakes at Culver's isn't all that different from how you might at home. Whip up a batch of fresh frozen custard like we do daily in our restaurants. You'll need farm fresh dairy and a temperature-controlled custard machine. Don't worry, I know a guy. Add whatever flavor you're craving. Strawberry, mint, commence sipping.
Better yet, come to Culver's and leave the whole expertly handcrafted shake thing to us. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, 1015 Cabela Drive in Mitchell.
Coaches, parents, and athletes. Does a sports-related injury have you or your athlete sidelined and struggling to get back in the game? Dakota Physical Therapy specializes in sports injury rehabilitation, and we take pride in returning our athletes to the field, ready for action and better equipped to resist re-injury in the future. Regardless of the sport or type of injury, Dakota Physical Therapy has a specialized rehab program designed to meet your needs. Give us a call at 996-4778 or stop by our clinic and begin your way back to action today.
This is John Foster from The Depot. We're more than just a typical sports bar. In addition to pool and darts and sports on TV, we feature 30 beers on tap from all over the globe. Happy hour daily between 4:30 and 7:30 with extended hours on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Enjoy our new menu items, monster burgers, gourmet flatbreads, and salads, along with other soon-to-be Depot favorites. The Depot, open all day, every day, starting at 11:30 a.m.
Another long inning here for Pierre. They scored 6 in the 5th, 12 came to bat, and they've had 8 come to bat this inning, already scored 4. Logan Sparks, he'll check in on the mound for the second time here this season. Strike 1 to Gray Zabel. Sparks comes in from left field for his second appearance. This one fouled off left field, foul territory, out of play, 0-2. Logan Sparks, his first appearance on the season, he gave up 2 hits and 3 runs. He walked 3, no strikeouts. So see if Logan can retire Zabel, keep Peyton Zabel stranded at second. Two strike count. This one low and inside. Nice stop by Bollinger. 1-2. Game right around 2 hours here. The game started around 4:15, 4:20 this afternoon. We're at 6:15 here on KORNradio.com. There's just got a piece of that one to the backstop, still at 1-2. Next coverage will be at Yankton. Clinton Greenway will be at Yankton coming up on Friday night. And I'll be in Watertown Saturday afternoon. 3-hopper to the second baseman, Calvin Haig, and that will retire Pierre in the inning. Pierre, they had 4 more insurance runs in the top of the 7th on 3 hits. They get 2 singles. Make that 3 singles, a double, and a triple. Half inning to go. Mitchell, 3 outs to go. Down 10-4 here at Cadwell Park.
Your mouth. It's your most important asset. Why not make Fuchs Orthodontics your most important ally? You use it to eat, drink, and communicate with others. You need an expert to care for it. This is Dr. Rick Fuchs at Fuchs Orthodontics, and we pride ourselves in being a patient-centered orthodontic practice. Call our Mitchell office at 996-5442 or our Huron office at 352-1670 today. Fuchs Orthodontics, the best care for the best patients.
This is Jason Swindler from Lewis Family Drugs location inside County Fair Food Store in Mitchell. We know that today's families are on the go, so we're here 7 days a week. We'll do immunizations and consultations in our private room at any time. Keeping track of your family's prescriptions, refills, and profiles is easy too. Just download the free Lewis Drug mobile pharmacy app. Get in, get out, get better.
Where your first stop is Lewis, it's easy every day.
Staley, he'll lead off the inning here. Staley, a little liner right in the glove of the third baseman, Michael Lusk, for out number 1. 2 outs to go here from Mitchell. 10-4.
Number 12, Ryan McGinnis.
Ryan McGinnis. He'll hit for Carter Max, and McGinnis, he'll be hit by the pitch.
McGinnis is hit by the pitch. Brings it to play for left fielder number 2, Jared Miller.
Jared Miller, center field. 1 for 2. Swan swings that, fouls it, stays around the plate. Strike 1. Strike is called. 0-2. McGinnis on first. Jared Miller now up. Calvin Haig on deck. Mitchell down to their last 2 outs. This one popped up. Right field. Right fielder Peyton Zabel on to make the catch for out number 2. Calvin Haig coming up. Kobe Larson hitting in Calvin Haig's spot there, second baseman. Pitch up high for ball 1. This one fouled off right field side. Zabel with a chance at it. Pretty good catch. Maybe a little unnecessary, but he does make the catch. Peyton Zabel, and that'll be the ball game. Runs into the fence. He'll take a while to get up, but he'll be fine. And Peyton Zabel, all-out effort, up 10-4. He doesn't care. He'll make the final out. And that's how this one will end. Pretty good start for Mitchell. Just a very disappointing 5th inning is how this one got started. Pierre had 10 runs, 14 hits, and 1 error. 6 of those runs in the 5th, 4 more in the 7th, just in case. And for Mitchell, 4 runs, 5 hits, a couple of errors. Again, that 5th inning. Mitchell, they were at 2-0 in the 5th. And 12 batters came up. And that would be it for Mitchell. Mitchell now at 6-8 on the season. They head to Yankton next week on Friday. And they head to Watertown coming up on Saturday. Clinton Greenway has coverage on the air at about 6 o'clock on AM 1490 KORN. Also on FM 101.3. And I'll have coverage online only. We'll stream via YouTube again. We'll head up to Watertown coming up on Saturday afternoon. Doubleheader sweep here for Pierre. They're now 9-5 on the season. Mitchell now at 6-8. We'll see you from Yankton coming up on Friday nights.